We are nestled in Leslieville, Toronto, and our clients are Julie and her husband, as well as their daughter. They love color, they love food. They're such a sweet little family, and they were looking to revamp their existing home, primarily the kitchen. The kitchen was located at the rear of the home, and it was quite disjointed. The location of appliances and the cupboard arrangement just didn't really give them the counter space, the storage. It just wasn't a very easy flowing kitchen to have multiple people work in. There was a wall separating the kitchen and the dining room previously, and it just really was a hindrance to what we could do with the layout of the kitchen. Obviously, we had to reroute some ducting and some services, but that really enabled us to work with the space and kind of give us the clearances we needed to. We also removed the addition at the back. So it was just a small little mudroom. It really wasn't adding value to space. And so by removing that, that allowed us to really open up the back of the house and put in these large sliders that you see behind me. And it just really brightens up the whole space. Typically, it's the designer that's pushing the client. In this case, Julie said, you know what? I'm looking for something that's a little bit more a little bit more pop. So she said, what do you think about yellow? And so our team got together and we looked at all the different yellows that we could possibly do, and we settled on Dayroom Yellow from Farrow Ball. I am always a big fan of mixing it up and not doing the same thing everywhere. And so whether it's a two-tone kitchen, three-tone kitchen, it's always more interesting to pair up colors or non-colors to create a little bit more of a dynamic space. In Julie's kitchen, we decided to pair up a simply white color from Benjamin Moore with the yellow. And that creates a nice contrast, but not heavily contrast, that it kind of takes away from the design. And then we were able to add a little bit more personality using the tiles. It's actually a Moroccan pattern. These are cement tiles that you see here, and that kind of represents the heritage of Julie's husband. The reason why we liked incorporating the backsplash tile on the back of the island, it's just for durability reasons. People are often kicking their feet against the back of the island, and it also gives us the opportunity for adding more personality in the kitchen design. Some of my favorite elements or features of the kitchen, we chose a white Bertazzoni range with a white facing on it. We also went ahead with a white Rubinet faucet that you see behind me. The other thing that we loved was the Cambria countertops. This is Salt Lake. Really like the sort of terrazzo feel, even though it's a quartz countertop. We did pull-out pantries. We did an appliance zone where they had pocket doors so the clients could pull out their favorite countertop appliances. We also paneled a lot of the appliances as well, so the dishwasher, the refrigerator, built-in microwave, all those elements sort of really emphasize the idea that the kitchen is a little bit more of a furniture piece versus standalone. In terms of the powder room, it's a fairly small footprint. We didn't want to have too many dark colors in there. And so we felt by using a wallpaper that had just a subtle interest to it, combined with the Salt Lake countertops, we felt that the powder room just has the right amount of interest without being overpowering. The existing bathroom was very small, very cramped. You could potentially sit on the toilet and wash your hands at the same time. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. We did actually enlarge the bathroom by about 6 inches. So we stole some space from the adjacent bedroom, and that allowed us to shift the toilet to the far wall. And by doing that, we could reconfigure the location of the toilet and the sink, and that really gave us the layout that really works. The other wish list for the client was, again, to inject color and personality into the design. One was the terrazzo tile, and it's a real terrazzo tile from Italy. So it's not a porcelain, it's real terrazzo. And within that terrazzo, we picked colors that we felt would work in that design. And again, color was very important to Julie. And we settled on a pink. Pink is fun, especially if you're waking up in the morning, you first walk in there, it's a lovely hue to look at. And so the pink tile was definitely a feature of that space. really brought it to life. In addition to stealing 6 inches from the bedroom, we framed out the shared wall for plumbing purposes, but that also gave us the ability to put a niche into the wall for mezzanine cabinet floating shelves, and also allowed us to do a wall mount faucet. Even when the kitchen was under construction, the clients were just so thrilled with the progress and change. The island is the central meeting place for the family, and quite often they're eating and doing homework around the island. The back doors, once they went in, it just really opened up the whole area to, the natural light of the rear of the house.